against my existence. Tell them I died before my birth. I was born soon after my death. Tell them I am Woli Shoyinka, the returnee surrounded by the spirits of sorcerers. And if they ask why your sibling spirit died of bee sting, tell them you met me, Kofi Ayido, the cluster of bees. Tell them never to dare a thought of my laws to the eroding winds. Tell them I am Christopher Okibo, the soul of the reincarnated priest of Idoto. Save their tears and fears. If they ever thought I died with the invasion of yesteryears. Tell them I am Kofi Yidevu Awono, born still in the placenta, yet full of life. Tell them I am Atukokai, inspirational, intuitive. Tell them I am Lade Wosono, the gate between the arts and the sciences. Tell them me, I'm Ata, the goddess twin of Saturday. I am Chinwe Achibe, another watch of the gods. And I am Brew, who since time past has harvested thoughts and ideas, presented them in verses pleasing to the eyes and the ears. So that I am Clark, ever learning, ever knowing, ever teaching, and I am Oswald mean Charlie, the messenger with accurate expression of the situation. If you ever come across those who gather against my existence, dear wind, tell them I am alive. Tell them I am Ngogi Wationgo, the laureate from the Eastern Corridor, intuitive and the golden body of dreams. And if still they are lost to the words of your tongue, tell them I am Leopold Senghor, the descendants of the gods, the consolidated spirit made for eternal existence. Tell them I am African poetry. Oh, mame friawo. Abba, os mimbaye den. Sie, os ubezizi. Eyi, Abba ezibana. And when the sun at last had fallen after several spans, and the moon had woken up from sleep and sat beautiful in the clouds of the skies, and the sparkling sparkles of the stars from afar beamed to the clouds their light amidst the glory of the moon in the night. Then the sweet songs of the Mugu swept away the worries of the day. The men and women and the fruit of their sperms gathered in the village square to sing songs. They sang the songs, they sang for long from moonshine through the dawn till a new day was said to be born. They gathered by the far side to tell tales. They told of mighty characters of Lumumba, Sundi Ata, Marijata, Yasantua, Ni Okankwe. The old gathered in the distill to tell Kweku Anansi tales. They celebrated the sweet oils of the pan with sweet tunes of the folklore amidst the clap of their palm. But that was then. Then when the African tongue married the African song, then when Kete, Obeneshi, Panlogo, and not Azonto reigned, then when the tunes of the flutes and the harps were best heard by the ears of the hearts, then when the hunter strapped his scaffold across his back and took bold steps deep into the dark, when eyes sought to take sleep on the night, then which now creeps and crawls into the arms of extinction. That when we gathered in the village square and the mighty orator chanted, Pipina! 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 They say history should be told with treachery and misery. And I say history should be told as it were. Once upon a time, and here my story ends. Say ni wa de de, oh mama frewo. Say ni Abba, us me be ye den. Eje, she us who be zio. Ah, Abba ezibana. Tie, si, fufu na ben kwan. Chia, she mo Franchenfa. We go. Oh, say you are the day, say you are the day, oh, say you are the day,
Wow, Oswald, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Many happy
New Year. God bless you. Right. So, what have you been up to?
We've been around trying to activate the various species and the niches and the habitats within the creative space.
Yeah.
And at a point in time, you have to just submerge under the waters. Just take a sober reflection, put yourself together, and try and rebirth yourself. Exactly what I did.
Okay. So, looking at rebirth, 2025 is here, the first day of 2025. What can we expect from you this year? What are some of the things you want?
Of course, that's exactly what you're seeing now. I know a lot of people have been asking why.
And you shared that, pal.
Oh, yes, it's a new year, of course. I just resetting myself for a better journey ahead.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people have asked why I've decided to go on hibernation. You know, at the point in time, I had to do a lot of literary advocacy, reading advocacy, there and there. You take an introspect of yourself, try to put yourself together and come back. So for this year, you're going to see, just as you have started, a lot more of the power in poetry, spoken word, storytelling, you know, trying to do more. Because this happens to be the first year after my 10 years in the creative space. That's the 11th year. And so this is more of a rebirth and coming in full vigor and energy.
How do you feel about the space now compared to, say, 10 years ago? I've said this to theater performers, I've said this to movie makers, and they all seem to agree with me that it appears like Ghana has sort of hit the golden age of the arts in a certain sense, at least for some of the disciplines.
Oh yeah, so that is a fact. You know, in all of this, I will never stop saying that it's been the work of the individual artist. You know, it's a fact that to some extent the society, and when I say society, okay, I shouldn't say society, because the society within the Ghana perspective really understand the concept of art in terms of naming, ceremony, funeral, the way we go about our so life and living in itself. But the state in itself, I've always said that after after, let's say, after the regime, you know, the Fourth Republic, when you had the Rawlins's time, that was when they had a lot of infrastructure. Then when we had Dr. Ben Abdallah, who understood the concept of the arts. Then when we had the National Commission on Culture, supervising the National Theatre, the Centers for National Culture, that was when we had the proliferation of the Centers for National Culture. And so once we had all of these, by itself, there was a kind of state support for the sector. You know, the sector is such that you cannot pick everyone and then try to invest in personally. But once you are able to set a very viable environment, the individuals are able to make it. So if you are going to see people who are really making it now, they are products of that time. So I've always said that when you mention myself, I used to be part of Concert Party. You look at Clement Suarez, when you look at Martin Kuma, all of these people were those I was part of during the times of Fan World, By the Far Side, and all of that. So these are products of a particular timing. Do you understand? So I should say that after the first regime of the Fourth Republic, we didn't really see much
Okay.
investment into the space. So, yes, people will say we are doing well. We are doing well because the individual artists are putting
doing
much more
a lot.
energy.
Okay.
So once they are doing that with little effort from the state,
Okay.
we are good to go.
Okay. Fantastic. How do people reach out to you if they want to engage you for anything?
Okay, so Okaitei is my Facebook name,
Okay.
or also the ATL Entertainer, but you can call 0244 174908. That's 0244 174908.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to bless our set. All right.
Thank you for having me
Yeah.
in this wonderful space.
Thank you. All right. That was Oswald Okaitei and giving us some beautiful performance this morning. Let's take a look at our entertainment highlights, and there's more on Breakfast Daily.